The minimum legal drinking age has been a topic of discussion in the United States for well over a century. We as a country have tried such extreme measures as to outlaw alcohol altogether and to lower the legal drinking age all the way down to 16, until we finally settled on a uniform drinking age of 21, which is where it has been at ever since. There's been lots of statistics and research done over the past decades as to whether the legal drinking age of 21 is productive in minimizing alcohol-related incidences, or as I believe, is it counterproductive in minimizing these alcohol-related incidences. A quote someone once said, "Tobacco is dangerous, driving is dangerous, and war is dangerous. Yet in all of these areas we still allow 18-year-olds to make their own choice. We have to be consistent." There are many factors to consider when it comes to the topic of drinking age, and when looking at these factors, the key is whether the minimum legal drinking age of 21 is helping or hurting these factors. The first factor is a set of statistics to look at are driving accidents. In this area, statistics will show that 31% of alcohol-related accidents involved underage drinkers. There's two ways you can look at that. The first way is that 18 to 20-year-olds are not responsible enough to drink. The way I choose to look at it is that since drinking is illegal, the 18 to 20-year-old age group is forced to go to unsafe, unmonitored locations in order to drink. If the drinking age were to be lowered, the 18 to 21-year-olds would be able to drink in public, safer locations, resulting in less of them turning to drinking and driving. Since 1982, 2 years prior to the Uniform Drinking Age Act established a mandatory legal drinking age of 21, a decline of drunken driving fatalities occurred across all age groups and all demographic categories, and therefore cannot reliably be attributed to the mandatory legal drinking age of 21. In 2009, the 21 to 24-year-old age group had the highest percentage of drivers in fatal crashes with blood alcohol concentration levels of 0.08 or higher, which was at 35%. Looking at these two different statistics, it is evident that the 21-year-old drinking age limit is not aiding in limiting alcohol-related car accidents. From 1982 to 1987, about 46% of students reported vomiting after drinking. This jumped to over 50% when the law changed. Significant increases were also found for other variables, like cutting class after drinking jumped from 9% to almost 12%. Missing class because of a hangover went from 26% to 28%. Getting lower grades because of drinking rose from 5% to 7%. And being in a fight after drinking increased from 12% to 17%. All of these behaviors indicate irresponsible drinking. The second huge statistic that is looked at when the topic is brought up is binge drinking or alcohol poisoning. Statistics show that 18 to 21-year-olds are more likely to be binge drinkers, consuming 5 or more drinks at least once per week, than any other age group. 32% of binge drinkers are 18 to 20-year-olds, while 24% are 21 and over. This is largely due to the fact that drinking has gone underground. Since 18 to 21-year-olds are not legally allowed to drink in public, with their responsible counterparts, they're forced to drink in private settings with people of their own age group. This also leads to another issue known as pre-gaming. If an 18 to 20-year-old wanted to go to a public event like a concert or a sports game, they know that they would not be legally allowed to drink there. Their answer to this problem is to drink large amounts of alcohol before entering the public event. This is a prime example of how the minimum legal drinking age of 21 is counterproductive and promotes irresponsible, unsafe drinking. All of these factors cause this 18 to 21-year-old age group to look at drinking in an extremely different light than our European counterparts. As seen, most countries have a lower drinking age limit, if any, compared to the United States. Instead of having strict alcohol laws like in the United States, these countries focus on educating their young on the proper and responsible ways to drink. Often you'll find European households serving some sort of alcohol at their meals to even their young. This is largely why the amount of young, irresponsible drinkers in these countries is much lower than in the United States. The young don't look at drinking as a way to act out against the law, and it's not looked at as a forbidden fruit to them. The mandatory legal drinking age of 21 is completely flawed. It fails to keep underage adults from drinking, and it does not keep the roads any safer. The law actually causes more underage drinkers to drink irresponsibly and even more dangerously. From almost every aspect of the law, it's completely counterproductive in what the federal government is trying to accomplish with it, and it should be changed for the better of the country. Thank you.